people. So it's been a minute since I made a video, and I just wanted to touch base and just say hello for, first and foremost, and just talk about the spiritual warfare that's been going on. I know that I have been engrossed in it every single day and every single night. I've lost track of all the times I've been attacked in the middle of the night by some witchcraft curse or spell or hex or something that's being sent to me by a bunch of Meatsuits that live around me and hide. They always manage to stay hidden. I never see a face. But with the voice to skull technology and mind control, and they're constantly trying to connect to me, and then they've been recording me and then uploaded me to the dark web, and it's amazing. And I tell you, if I didn't have God through Jesus Christ, I don't know how I would make it. I've noticed that family members are involved. Family members that I used to think were so close, who would never switch up on me or, change on me or side with the dark side. The problem is I'm learning a lot. As I'm growing, I'm learning. And I've learned that if you're not submitted unto God, then you're just an open, empty vessel for the devil to use, the enemy to use, to do his will, his bidding. And so that's what's been going on. Those family members that I thought were so close, that's what it is. They're not submitted unto God. Now, some of them are so busy in the church. They're very busy doing things in the church. And I guess they seem to think that that's all they got to do. They fail to understand and realize that they have to submit themselves unto God as a living sacrifice and an altar, holy and acceptable in his sight, for his reasonable service for the kingdom of heaven through Jesus Christ. I don't think they understand that. And so they've been acting really weird, and they'll do something nice and then turn right around and switch up, and their demons manifest. I just never know. So with that, God has brought me into isolation, and I'm loving it, because the less people I bother with, the less drama, the less chaos. And you just never know if your family is involved, and if they're the ones that's sending you, hiring people, agents to do witchcraft on you or whatever. Because one thing, it's for sure, it's a lot of heavy, heavy black magic, witchcraft. It's a lot of that involved. And they're the criminals, but they're study watching me round the clock, recording me and uploading me to the dark web. So go figure. I mean, the criminals are watching me. I think that should be the other way around, even though I have no interest in watching them and what they do. Because I know that whatever they do at the beginning and end of every day, it's lawless. It's illegal in the sight of God. So it is not like they're doing anything and going to get away with anything. None of us do. There's laws and rules that God set up, that the energy that we bring forth or put forth is the energy that returns to us. So if you're going around messing with people and doing things to people that you shouldn't be doing, especially to God's chosen elect, those who have submitted themselves to God, those whom God have chosen, those whom are willing vessels for the kingdom of heaven, for God to use to do his anointed work, you're going around touching God's children through evil magic, black magic, white magic, witchcraft, warlock magic, whatever it is, doesn't matter. None of that is of God, and God hates it all. He detests all of that. So we got to get clear about what side we're on. So a lot of people don't know what side they're on. Need to figure it out in these last days. It's no time to be playing around, because you'll mess around and find yourself in the pit where you don't want to be. You want to, when we pass on, we want to be in heaven with our Creator. But you can't be with your creator if you're involved in various divinations like witchcraft and warlock magic and voodoo and hoodoo and all that stuff. God detests all of that. It's somewhere in Deuteronomy. I think Deuteronomy 28, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I know it's in Deuteronomy, but I think it's Deuteronomy chapter 28. But yeah, it's the spiritual warfare has just been absolutely, uh, it's nonstop, nonstop. And what they're trying to do is bring you under their control. They want to be able to manipulate and intimidate and dominate you and control you, especially those of us that have the light of God. God has chosen us before the foundations of the world, but when when the Holy Spirit finally reach us to reach our spirit and have us to choose God through Jesus Christ, now we're filled with God's light. We're filled with the Holy Spirit. And so the darkness hate that light. They do anything they can to rub that light out, not understanding that they get rid of all of the light and it's only darkness. It's us that they need. Well, it's us that they need because we're the closest thing to God because we carry God's light. So go figure. I mean, it's all just, it's so much to think about. But yeah, I just wanted to get on and say hello. And I've deleted those videos because I didn't know how to beef them up. I didn't know how to put the music on it. I didn't know how to make the videos interesting, so they're just quiet and dull. So I said forget about it. There's plenty of people on social media who do great with uploading videos and stuff. And I've learned so much from watching them, listening to them, learning from them. I've picked up a lot of spiritual pearls. I've caught a lot of spiritual pearls from others who know how to go on and make those awesome videos and upload music to them and the graphics and all of that good stuff. Yeah, I'm not nearly as savvy as they are with this technology. So, but yeah, and then too, we gotta bear in mind there is that there's the element of the darkness is just growing, and steadily being unleashed on the earth. It's always been a lot of darkness on the earth, but it's steadily being unleashed upon the earth too. So it's getting worse and worse. The days are getting darker and darker with the spiritual warfare and the wickedness that goes on. So we got to watch ourselves, be aware, draw nearer to God, and He will draw nearer to you. Get in relationship with Him, not just a relationship, but an intimate relationship with Him, where you seek Him day and night, morning, noon, and night, as often as you can. You pray and meditate and fast, read your scriptures, and learn as much about God as you possibly can, because the more you know, the better off for you. Meditate on His scriptures, because when warfare comes, you want to be able to stand your ground. You want to gird up your loins with the full armor of God and be able to stand your ground. If you don't know the scriptures because you don't really study and you don't read, then how can you stand against all the wiles of the enemy when they come against you? So I would encourage you to really, first of all, get clear about what side you're on. Know whether you are Team Jesus or Team Satan, but you can't have both. You just can't have both. And the only brotherhood that is acceptable in the sight of God is the fivefold ministry, the Holy Trinity brotherhood, where there's God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Any other brotherhood is not acceptable in the sight of God because it's more than likely rooted in a lesser God. You have to pledge your allegiance to a lesser God to join them other brotherhoods. So, and God really detests that. So God bless.